Hello nerds, welcome back to an episode of Weaver Reacts. Today we'll be reacting to introducing Omnisphere 3. Oh boy, I'm excited. I think Omnisphere is okay. My main issue I've always had with it, 1, the price. 2, way too many mid or bad presets. There's some gold in there, but there's also a lot of coal. Somehow, I'm hoping they're going to change that with Omnisphere 3. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't. That'll also be linked down in the description. Don't worry, another WNM video coming in the next 24 hours. I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit sick, so I'm just trying to do some easy content here. I'm probably not even going to react to the whole thing. I think I'm starting to see where all that Omnisphere 2 money went. Turtlenecks.
So this new version offers a ton of powerful new synthesis features, an incredible new library of sound.
I mean, if this is it we're seeing in the background right here, it looks nearly identical so far. I mean, I'm sure they've added some stuff. I'm just saying, like, it does, the UI looks the same even.
Totally redesigned effects that we're going to talk about later, and much, much more. There's a ton to cover, and we're just going to give you a little taste here in this video, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's start with the sound, because Omnisphere 3 has thousands and thousands and thousands of amazing new sounds from the...
Okay, well that sounds like a problem already. Like, unless they're all good or at least decent, that sounds like a problem. Because like the problem I've had with Omnisphere 2, and I'm sure a lot of people have the same problem too, is there's just so many mediocre sounds in there. And personally, I don't really go to Omnisphere to make sounds. I'm sure there are some people that do. If I'm going to use Omnisphere, I'm going to be using their sounds, all right? And then maybe tweak it, maybe not. I honestly haven't used it in a while because I feel like it's like way too big and there's way too many sounds for what I personally get out of it.
Award-winning Spectrasonics team of incredible artists and sound designers. In fact, it comes with 18 brand new libraries. And these are all organized by different sonic vibes and carefully set up for all of our different kinds of users.
That's good, I guess.
So that everyone gets a great experience. Now, if you're worried that you won't be able to find the sounds you need because there's so many, we've got some great news because we've definitely been listening to you guys.
Okay.
In fact, I personally curated and went back and remastered the entire factory library with the latest features and effects. And we've come up with a whole new organizational system that's way more intuitive. And it makes it so much easier to find exactly the sounds you need when you need them.
I'm a little concerned that they mentioned like cutting out sounds that aren't as good. But, you know, hey, open mind here. Maybe they're getting to something good here.
The other thing you're probably wondering is, just how much hard drive space are all these thousands of new sounds going to take up on my computer? Well, believe it or not, due to our new lossless optimization technology, Omnisphere 3 takes no more space on your system than Omnisphere 2 did, which is crazy. Okay, next up are some killer new features that make being creative with Omnisphere way faster for every kind of user.
When was the last time they released an Omnisphere update? It's been a while, right?
Whether you're an advanced sound designer or a preset surfer, a lot of the time what you really need is just to quickly sculpt the
preset surfer. I mean, you know, just because you use the presets in Omnisphere doesn't make you a preset surfer, but maybe for Omnisphere, I don't know. I don't consider myself a preset surfer, but with Omnisphere, yeah, maybe.
The new global controls let you customize any sound in Omnisphere incredibly fast. These smart controls analyze and adapt to the patch automatically, so they always work with musical results, no matter what patch you select. For example, this ambience control is analyzing all of the reverbs and delays and microphone positions used in the patch. Let's find a patch where I can show you specifically what I'm talking about.
I'm mostly just curious about the price. That is like the one thing. So if you're curious what it costs, first of all, it's coming out October 21st, so 4 to 5 days from when this video comes out. Full release is $4.99. Make sure you get the box version if you... I mean, hopefully they give you a download with the box version, because, like, you know what they say, if you don't actually own something, then you don't actually own it. And then upgrade is $199. I don't know what atmosphere upgrade is. I'm not really not 100% sure I understand that one. I'm pretty sure this is what it cost before, right? You know, it costs as much as a DAW, but they do also include a lot of sounds too. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on the quality of the new sounds and the new features.
Let's go to scoring organic. Let's try some sort of percussive tonal patch. These metallophones are sampled beautifully. Let's try this triangle beater 1. Now, if we increase the ambience...
I guess that's kind of what I mean with Omnisphere here. Like, they have too many sounds like this, where I'm sure there could be a use case once in a while, but it's few and far between, you know? And I don't know. It's just, I don't know, bro.
Now, if we increase the ambience all the way to the right, we are going to be hearing just the far microphones. And if we increase the length, we are increasing the...
You know what I mean, though, right? It's not a bad sound, but it's not like a sound you're going to go to very often, like if that at all.
Now, inversely, if we bring the amount all the way down, we are hearing just the close mono mic. So obviously, this is very, very helpful, and this applies to any patch that you're using. So
I can see this being useful for people scoring movies, right?
And now let me show you something truly remarkable. Mutations. This amazing feature instantly makes fascinating and useful variations of any patch. Let's try this with an orchestral strings patch. This Adagio string symphony is a beautiful patch, and if you look over here on layers, you'll see there are 4 layers.
That sounds familiar. Pretty sure that's public domain, though.
If I click this button, we have a brand new patch, a variation on what we just played. A beautiful patch that doesn't even exist in Omnisphere. Let's try it again.
Okay, wait, this is actually a good feature, I think. Okay.
Let's try it again.
Hopefully there's mutation options, right? So you can like change it to like how much you want it mutated.
Super cool. And what's really interesting is that that's a brand new patch. Nobody else has using this extreme method.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Where it might even take us even further away.
That's what I want. The best part of all, they didn't say whether or not it uses AI. Holy shit, they didn't even have to like sell us on it using AI.
That's cool. It even introduced a new, let's try it one more time.
Freaking Furby Factory. All right, I'm sold. I'm sold. Freaking Furby Factory, say less. Music to my ears.
Wow, what a cool sound.
Was it though? Was it really? I mean, you don't have to lie, bro. You know, it was okay.
Saved and dated for you, so you can come back to them later. And remember, nobody has these patches except for you.
That's cool.
Omnisphere 3 has so many new synthesis features that make it even more inspiring for all our creative patch designers out there. With new full support for MPE, the MIDI polyphonic expression standard, the sky's the limit. Let's jump in and find out more.
These transitions are like so eerie. I don't know if I like that.
There are tons of new harmonically rich and expressive wavetables that have been added to Omnisphere's oscillators, opening up all kinds of new sonic possibilities. Let's have a few examples. We're gonna use this Origami Animals patch.
I mean, I'm mostly just caught up on this mutation feature. That's the only thing that's interesting to me thus far. I mean, the MPE stuff is cool. I personally don't have MPC. I personally don't have an MPE controller. I keep thinking MPC, so it's hard for me to get that excited about it. I get it though. It seems fun.
And the cool thing about Omnisphere is that you've got the ability to have these modulating sounds and wavetables and a beautiful woman's choir layered underneath. Let's try something else out. And let's go for this Elite Swiper.
You'll have augmented everything and love it.
Let's try something else. Let's go into, let's say, electronic production, and let's go with the flux of convergence.
One thing that's funny to me is how they're like, let's go with, oh man, we can go with anything right now. Electronic production. Because we have definitely not planned this out in advance. Now let's go with this random patch right here. This one right here.
Let's get a little harder now.
That's what she said. Not to me, though. Okay.
And let's go for this foul stabba.
Foul stabba. He begins to beat the shit out of the keyboard. Hit us with a Roblox loop after.
Quad Zone is an incredibly powerful new synthesis feature that allows you to take the 4 layers in a patch and arrange and modulate them in some very cool new ways.
Okay.
The notes mode allows easy creation of splits. So you can see here I've got 4 different layers that are on different parts of the keyboard, like a standard split arrangement. Now I can also move and overlap the regions and mute them, and then we'll do some crossfading.
Okay, I was wondering what he was doing exactly in the beginning there. Yeah, seems like this may have been it.
So you can do positional crossfades and all kinds of stuff. And in this example, you can see how sophisticated you can get because you can do multiple zones. And this is really amazing because it lets
Damn, this must be really good for composers.
you have different sounds on each key. So
to clarify what I was saying about movie compose, or what I was saying about people composing scores for movies, is it would make it easier for people to perform it entirely in one patch, in one performance. In which, you know, when you're watching the movie and you're figuring out what to put there, it could be easier to figure out the multiple layers at once.
all right, let's take a look at velocity switching because we can easily change it to velocities. So down here I've got, if I play soft, I get that. And if I play hard, I get that. And then in the middle, I've got, so I can kind of do. Okay, but the most powerful mode is fade.
This is kind of what I'm saying, though, a little bit about, you know, Omnisphere here. What is, wait, I missed it. Hold on, I gotta go back a little bit. Water heater? We've got a water heater kit. Good or bad? Good or bad? I don't really know. That's what I'm saying, though. They got a lot of strange stuff in here, which can be good or bad. I don't know. You know, it's just annoying when you're looking for something a little more not water heater kit, and then suddenly you get water heater kit. And then you get, I don't know, like that metal shit earlier. I don't know. Whatever. I'm probably just complaining.
Okay, but the most powerful mode is fader, which lets you move between the zones with a continuous source, like a MIDI fader. So let's take a look at that.
Quick shout out to Spectrasonics here. If you send me a copy of this, I will review it. Not saying I'm going to review it positively or negatively, but I will review it. Please. I don't want to buy this. I don't.
Sources can be used. Beautiful deep sampled winds from Pedro Eustache. And so this first layer.
What a picture, bro.
A ostrich egg. It's a blown ostrich egg, real one, that he turned into an ocarina. And then the second layer.
I don't know, man. I don't know how Peter would feel about that. Probably right up there with something choking a dog.
His flute whispering through it to create the harmonic series of overtones as he's breathing and whispering through it. So that makes a really interesting layer to have, and I'll bring that in using MPE. So the first thing we're going to hear is the blown ostrich egg when I play normally.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds cool.
You could hear that the new legato also is very, very smooth, very impressive.
The MPE stuff is not I'm going to skip ahead through the MPE stuff. We get it. More ways to express yourself. Got it. It's probably a little more exciting if you have an MPE controller. I'm sure some of you guys do. I'm going to skip over this section, though. I kind of, it's really dragging. This part's really dragging for me. Okay.
There's been a major overhaul to the analog synthesis engine in Omnisphere, and it now sounds and behaves more analog than ever. You've now got 35 completely brand new filters that take inspiration from classic analog hardware.
Wow.
Circuit modeled
35 brand new filters?
Filter saturation, that coveted analog pitch drift, and a new glide module that models the analog portamento behavior of various vintage synths.
Okay.
So let's check out this drift feature, and let's listen to it using this great patch, this CS80 Driftorama. And as you'll see here, the drift dial is about midway. And essentially, this is modeling the behavior of an analog synth, a vintage analog synth, where the oscillators are subtly drifting naturally in terms of pitch and phase. So let's listen to this patch right now. Now, let's listen to it with it all the way off. Hear what it sounds like with no drift.
Yeah, it sounds very boring without it.
It still sounds nice, but it's definitely a bit more musical with some drift engaged.
Yeah.
Let's bring this dial up almost to the maximum. Nice.
That seems pretty good. I like that.
A nice amount.
I don't know if I'm willing to pay $4.99 for it though.
Let's listen to what this sounds like.
I gotta say, the mixing in their videos is not the best. Like, I feel like the volume is a little bit all over the place, which I understand they don't want to like compress everywhere, but you can still adjust the volumes, you know, like it's not really that hard. You just cut clip, make them all the same volume. I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining a little bit much, but I keep feeling like I have to fucking change the volume here because it's fucking hurting me. Yes, make a face. Really sell it to us that this is emotional. I want an MPE controller. I'm thinking about buying one. If anything, this convinced me to buy an MPE controller.
That help us get closer to that coveted vintage analog sound.
At least he didn't say analog warmth. The vintage coveted analog warmth. I need the vintage analog warmth of a woman.
You'll discover a blown ostrich egg, tonal
Yeah, blow that ostrich egg, pal. Yeah.
sand, nickel harpa, celeste.
A what? I know he didn't say what I thought he said. I know he did not. There's no way. It sounded like that though.
You'll discover a blown ostrich egg, tonal sand, nickel harpa.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what I thought it was. It definitely sounded like it though.
Celestephone, lyre harps, magic wand metallophones, the gorgeous sultasto.
Props to anyone who knows what any of this is other than ostrich egg and sand. Tonal sand. What is tonal sand?
Cello, percussive snow, piano harmonic.
Percussive snow. Like that's a normal thing.
Tongue slap flutes, and so much more.
Ew.
And now let's talk about some really huge news. We are strong believers in the idea that synthesizers are always the most inspiring when you can interact with them physically. So we've been hard at work here and are happy to announce that we have vastly expanded our hardware integration.
Okay.
Omnisphere 3 now supports every major brand with over 300 new profiles.
So to get this set up, it's quite easy. All we have to do is go up to the hardware menu and go down to brand, Akai.
Oh, wow.
And then
that's kind of epic.
Keyboard, MPK Mini Plus, and boom. Now this controller is controlling Omnisphere and it's controlling the global controls.
That's actually good. More synths need to do stuff like this.
So we got cutoff here.
I'm assuming it's just going to change the MIDI messages to match the synth better. It was a pretty good video. Pretty impressive stuff. You know, I'm excited for it. I mean, hopefully it's as good as they make it seem. You know, my main thing is like the sound library, because I thought Omnisphere was good before, but the sound library was the biggest disappointment. Like there were good sounds in there, but there was just so many okay sounds in there. And it just made me want to reach for other synthesizers more. Because, you know, I just felt like some of them, well, to be fair, a lot of synths have pretty shitty stock preset libraries, but they're not as bloated, I guess. But I'll give it a chance, man. I'll give it a chance. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for new here, and I'll talk about this in greater detail. Maybe not for as long of a video length when it comes out. Sadly, I am getting surgery on the 21st, though. Should be out the same day though. It was my final surgery on my knee, but I could probably do a W9 covering this. I mean, honestly, you know, hopefully I can get my hands on this. I would like to do a review of this. That's why. You know, I don't know how. It sucks the way the YouTube algorithm works, because basically the sooner you get a review out, the better for your channel, for viewership. You know, the sooner you get a review out, the less you're actually reviewing it, and you're just doing a first impression. And that's basically what most YouTube reviews are, sadly. I mean, I'd really love to do a full review of this, but it just cannot be done in a few days. So maybe I can get one done in a few days. So, you know, to the best of my abilities, maybe spend, you know, 24 hours with it or something. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to support the channel, there's a bunch of ways to do so. Affiliate links, Patreon, any support is appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.